Ladies and gentlemen, NBA 2K24 is finally here. And now the past couple of days, I have been in the builder non-stop and I've been hunting. I've been looking around for the most asked question on my channel. Look, where is the interior finisher build? And ladies and gentlemen, let's just say today is finally the day that we break NBA 2K24 once again with the interior finisher. Now, real quick, we are super close to 500,000 subscribers. So if you are one of those people who are watching this video and you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and drop a like on this video. Now, once you are in the builder, you will have the option right here to either create a rebirth or not. If you do not have rebirth, go ahead and click no. But if you do have rebirth, go ahead and click yes. If you have rebirth, you know what rebirth is. Basically, it gives you a head start on your build. You can read it right here. It gives you the ability to upgrade your build to a 90 overall off the jump, and you get all your silver badges instead of bronze this year. So if you have rebirth, go ahead and click yes. It's gonna make grinding this interior finisher way more easy and better. But if you don't have rebirth and you want to know how to get the quest, all you got to do is go into the beach and talk to Ronnie and play a couple of games, and then go back to him and he'll give you the quest once you are 90 overall. It's very simple, and rebirth is extremely overpowered. But now it's actually time to create our build. You can see you have two options. You can either create your own or you can use the NBA template. Now, I just want to say, do not use this NBA template for any build. I don't care what nobody says. This NBA template stuff right here, the builds are completely trash, and this right here is strictly for 2K to make money. So do not use an NBA template. Go here and create your own build. Now, for your first and last name on your build, it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and put anything in the first and last name. Now, for which hand you want to use on your build, you can decide yourself. It doesn't change anything about the build. Now, me in real life, I'm a right-handed. In every single build that I make on 2K, I always go right hand. Also, in the comment section, y'all comment right now, what hand are you in real life? Are you right or left hand? Let me know down in the comment section. Jersey number, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go ahead and go number 1 because that's always what I do. So once you guys choose what you guys want to do for this, go ahead and click continue. But now it's actually time to make the build, and I need you guys to listen and hear me out when I say this, okay? This year, you cannot make a interior finisher at power forward anymore. I don't know why. It seems when you do it, you get some build called a high flyer, and that's not an interior finisher. So this year on this build, you're gonna have to be a small forward, okay? And trust me, the build is still extremely overpowered. For the height, you're gonna want to go up to a 6'10". You can see the badges. You get a lot more badges at 6'10". So for your height, make sure you have your height set to 6'10". Now, when it comes to weight, you can do any weight you want. You can adjust this. Like I said, this right here is my build. It's for the people who have been asking me for the interior finisher. You guys know I drop interior finishers every single year. And if you guys are an OG to my channel, you guys know how good I am on an interior finisher. So for the weight, we're gonna copy what we did on my NBA 2K20 build, and we're just gonna put the weight down to 220 pounds. Now, before we continue making this build, we have a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, the best app to participate in fantasy sports. Underdog offers a very good variety of features, such as drafts, best ball, and of course, my favorite, which is pick'em games. And with the NFL starting today, it's a very good time to sign up. Pick'ems are super simple. All you have to do is look at the recent stats of the player and predict higher or lower. It's literally as simple as that. And something very special about Underdog Fantasy is they offer every single sport, such as MLB, NFL, NBA, college football, college basketball, and the list keeps on going. So will Valdez-Scantling get more than 39.5 receiving yards? I personally think he won't, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click lower. And once you find a pick that you like, you can find more. I'm just gonna go ahead and click this David Montgomery for 1 touchdown. Now, once you are confident in your picks of what you chose, you could go here to your entry amount, put whatever entry amount you want, and choose whatever payout you want. So once again, make sure you sign up using my code LXCK to get your first deposit matched up to $100. And make sure you remember, once you make your account, you must deposit $10 to have your deposit matched up. And if you do sign up, make sure you send me a screenshot, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram, and I will follow you back. And if you need help with some picks, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter. I post them every single day. Now, for the wingspan, I say this every time I make a build. A wingspan is very confusing this year. The wingspan controls everything on your build. So for your wingspan, you're going to want to go ahead and max your wingspan, and you can see the stats. It gets you the best stats possible for some of the defensive stats. Obviously, some of the other stats do go down, but for the driving dunk, you are going to need a max wingspan, especially playing interior finisher. But now it's time to adjust the stats of what we want on our build. And since we are making an interior finisher, I'm just going to go through the finishing category real quick. And then once I show you guys how to fully make the build, I'm going to go through and explain every single category and every single stat on the build. Now, for the first thing you guys are going to want to upgrade on this build is the close shot. You're going to want to put your close shot up right here to a 68. And you can see right now with a 68 close shot, you are able to unlock Masher. All right. And Masher is extremely overpowered. You get pro touch and giant slayer. So go ahead and put your close shot up to a 68. Now, I did test this a lot when I was upgrading this build, trying to get the interior finisher name. Driving layup plays a huge part in how you get the name. So for your driving layup, you are just going to want to go ahead and take this all the way up right here to an 87. You can see right there, 87. That's going to get me a lot of more badges on the right hand side. You guys can see, you can read all the badges you guys want. You get giant slayer hall of fame, two-step hall of fame, pro touch, bunny, acrobat, all these good badges that you need to become a good dunker in the paint. Now for the most important attribute on this build is the driving dunk. Now, you know, we are here to make an interior finisher, so this is pretty simple. Your driving dunk, you are going to want to just completely max that, and that's going to be at a 96 overall driving dunk, which is going to allow you to unlock every single dunk animation in the game. Whether it's a contact dunk, whether it's a dunk animation, you will literally have access to every single dunk animation. But now for the standing dunk, you really need standing dunk this year. It's something that a lot of people don't upgrade on their centers, and I really have no clue why. Standing dunk is extremely overpowered this year. So what we're gonna do is just upgrade it a little bit to a 75, and that's going to allow us to get rise up on bronze, fast twitch, and all of that stuff. Now for the post control, we are not a post scorer. We are not going to be posting up. So for the post control, you can leave this at what it is, or you can adjust this, but I like to have it at 0. I don't even touch this at all. But now for the shooting. Now a lot of you guys are going to skip past this part thinking this build has no shooting. Now a thing that I did this year to make the interior finisher 10 times better so people can't just sit in the paint is I gave this build a lot of good shooting potential. So for the mid-range, you are just going to want to go ahead and put your mid-range up to a 60. You can see that gets you catch and shoot. It gets you open looks. And open looks, if you don't know what that is, basically open looks just helps you shoot a lot better when you are open at the three-point line. So go ahead and put your mid-range up to a 60. Now for the three-point shot, I'm telling you guys, when people play you on an interior finisher, they are going to sit in the paint. I'm telling you now, it happens all the time. So what I did on this build is I gave this build the ability to shoot at the 3-point. So what I did is I put my 3-point up to a 75, and you can see if I put it anything lower than a 75, it takes away a lot of badges, and most importantly, it takes away my ability to have open looks on silver. And now for those of you guys that are going to be in the comment section saying a 75 3-pointer isn't enough to shoot, well look bro, I shoot 75% from the 3 on my main build that only has a 75 3-pointer. So I'm telling you now, I know everybody won't be able to time it, but listen, if you just practice with a 75 3 ball, you will be able to shoot. So go ahead and put your 3-point shot to a 75. Now for the free throw, I'm telling you, I don't upgrade this on any build. The only reason it's at 50 is because if I change it, it's gonna knock down my 3-point. You guys can see right there, it knocks it down. So go ahead and keep that at 50, or you can adjust that upwards if you want. It's all depending what you want to do. I strictly made it like this so I can get the best interior finisher possible. But now we are in the playmaking category, and for the pass accuracy is very needed this year. Mike Wang himself has told us many of times, if you do not have pass accuracy, you are going to be passing the ball like a snail. So what I did on this build with the pass accuracy so I can pass the ball fast and hit my teammates when they're open is I put my pass accuracy up, and you can see the badges are just gonna go up, but I put my pass accuracy up to a 75. Now if we look at the badges, if I tick this down to a 74, it goes down. Now the reason 75 is needed is because at a 75 rating, you unlock a passing package, and that's going to allow you to just pass the ball a lot more better. So go ahead and put your pass accuracy up to a 75, and that's what you're going to want to do for your pass accuracy. Now for the ball handle, you guys know how boring it is to be on a build that can't shoot, to not be able to dribble, and all of that. Now when I made this build, I really wanted to have the ball handle a lot higher. Now unfortunately, we are a small forward, so we can't do every single thing on the build, but I made this build the most balanced way possible, and to be able to have this build do everything else that everybody else can do. So for the ball handle, you're just going to go ahead and put this up to a 70, and you can see at a 70 ball handle, you have the ability to unlock unpluckable on bronze. So go ahead and put your ball handle up to a 70. For your speedball ball, you can't get it that high. I mean, at the end of the day, you are big and you are fat on this build, and you are just here to dunk. So for your speedball ball, you're going to want to go ahead and put this up to a 65, and you can see right there, you don't unlock anything. All you do is unlock triple strike. So if you really want and you don't want your build to have playmaking in it, you can take down the ball handle and speed with ball. But on my build, I wanted to be able to shoot, I want to be able to dunk, and I want to be able to playmate. So that's exactly why I went with the 70 ball handle and the 65 speed with ball. Now the defense in NBA 2K24 is literally no joke. Defense is very, very overpowered. Now you guys know post scorers, they are our worst enemy. Now if you guys don't like post scorers, let me know down in the comment section. Let me get a post post score K in the comment section. I cannot stand post scores. So on this build with this interior defense, I won't even lie to y'all, I put the interior defense very, very high. And you can see on this build, I went with an 84 interior defense right here. And I'm telling you now, the 84 interior defense, it just makes it to where you won't get bodied by any inside. You will not get bodied by a post score. And most importantly, you need it to unlock anchor on bronze and silver, whatever else. You can see it up in the top right. So go ahead and put your interior defense to an 84. Now for your perimeter defense, since you are a 6'10" build, you most likely are going to be running the center if you're playing 2s, 3s, the rec, the pro aim, whatever you are on. So for your perimeter defense, you're just want to go ahead and put this up as much as you can to have it unlock the badges. You can see I get challenger on bronze. I just unlocked ankle braces, off ball pest. So for your perimeter defense, you only want to have this at a 71. You're not going to be guarding everybody at the 3-point like that. So go ahead and put your perimeter defense to a 71. Now your still, I didn't upgrade still on this build because my main build, I realized stills are very, very like weird. Like sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. So for this right here, you do not need still to get lane stills. So go ahead and skip your still. If you want to upgrade that, you can, but I'm choosing not to upgrade it on my build. Now for the blocking on this build, I won't even lie. The paint defense this year is extremely different than it has ever been. The inside possession is crazy. So for my block on this build, I won't even cap to you guys. I maxed it, and you can see right now, if I put it to an 80, that allows me to unlock anchor, as I was saying earlier with the interior defense. And obviously, I get a chase down artist. Now, when I was making this build, I tried to figure out ways to do it. You can see if I go to a 77, I no longer have the ability to get chase down artists on silver. So what I did for my block is I just put it to an 80, and an 80 block is really all you need when it comes to defending the paint. Now for the offensive rebounding, I'm using the logic that I know from the past couple of years on 2K, and from what I know from playing this year, I don't have offensive rebounding on my normal build, and the only reason I'm upgrading on this build is for the badges. Okay, so for this right here on the offensive rebound is going to be a lot lower than the defensive rebounding. So for your offensive rebound, you are just going to want to go ahead and put this up to a 70. Okay, you unlock pogo stick and you unlock rebound chaser on bronze. Now that's what you're going to want to do for the offensive rebounding. Now for the defensive rebounding, this is what I said is going to be a lot lower. Now you can see with this build, it says in the top right that you needed an 83 defensive rebounding or an 83 offensive rebounding to unlock rebound chaser on silver. Now what I did with this build is for the defensive rebounding, just to unlock that right there and get pogo stick and everything else like that on silver, I put the defensive rebounding up to an 83. Now I'm gonna tell you guys now, I know these stats right here may not look the best, but trust me, okay, it is extremely overpowered how broken this build is. The defensive stats may not look the best, but I promise you it holds its weight, because with the strength and everything like that and the physicals, it just makes it a lot better. So for your defensive rebounding, make sure you have that at an 83. And now it's time to get on to the physicals. So now for the physicals, what you guys are going to want to do on this build, you are not going to want to be a slug. So what you are going to want to do is max your speed up to a 75. Now for the acceleration, just so we can get some of the extra acceleration and help our speed and also unlock some extra badges, we're just going to go ahead and bump up our acceleration a little bit, not all the way, and we're going to put our acceleration so we're not a slug to a 66. And you can see we just unlocked blow by on bronze, and that's going to help us a lot. Now for the strength on this build, you guys already know, being a big build, you are going to need strength to defend everybody in the paint. And of course, when you are dunking and drawing contact at the rim, you need strength in order to body your opponent. So for my build right here on the strength, all I did for the strength was I just put it up to an 80. And you can see the badges that I also unlock with it. It gets me fearless finisher on gold, box out beast, bulldozer on bronze, brick wall, all those badges right there that you are going to need. So go ahead and put your strength up to an 80. But now it's time to talk about the vertical. Now this year, every single dunk package is equipped to vertical, and a lot of badges are equipped to vertical this year. So what you guys are going to want to do for your vertical is put your vertical up to an 86. And you can see right there, I just unlocked aerial wizard on Hall of Fame. I got pogo stick now, posterizer on gold, which is because of the vertical. And unfortunately, we can't get posterizer on Hall of Fame because you do need a 99 driving dunk, and with a 6'10" small forward, you cannot get a 99 driving dunk. So for your vertical, go ahead and put that to an 86. And now the final attribute for this interior finisher right here, before we break the game with interior finishers, look man, drop a like. Okay, I studied this this right here to give you guys the best interior finisher build possible. That way it can dribble, it can play defense, it can shoot, and not just be stuck to one thing like it has in the previous years. So for the stamina, you're gonna want to go ahead and max that off to a 97, and you can see right there, you get workhorse on gold. So ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the full potential hashing slasher interior finisher. Hey, I'm telling you guys now, interior finishers are back, and you can see we have shades of right here. Look, I don't know why these are the shades of on this build. We have Scotty Barnes, Kyle Kuzma, and Lamar Odom, okay? And you can see you have built a interior finisher. Now, y'all don't understand how long I have searched and tried to get into this builder and figure it out. But ladies and gentlemen, it's here. What can I say? Luck is back with the interior finisher. Hey, look, if y'all can reach 2,000 likes on this video, I will give away 500k VC to 3 people in the comment section, okay? 3 people in the comment section who made it to the end and will comment interior god right now, okay? And also like this video right now, and I will have some gameplay out on this build within the next day, so you guys know that interior finishers are back. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications. Also, while you're doing that, make sure you drop a like, because the likes help us out a lot. But I love you all. Thank you guys so much for all the love, man. And without further ado, man, you already know the vibes, man. It's been your boy LxckTV, y'all, and I'm out, y'all. Let's go.